Yeah, we're back, people. Let's do this. Let's do the next mission. Yeah. Let's deploy, guys.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Though plans to resist the Empire are still being devised by the Alliance Army, the Imperial Army has already anticipated their next move. An Imperial vanguard just outside Garreg Mach, led by General Randolph, begins to advance with the aim of toppling the monastery once again.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
Interesting, guys. Let's see what happens. And let's see who's here. Alright, well, okay, let's go keep waiting then.
I am grateful. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Alright, well, gotta prepare for this battle, guys. It's gonna be interesting. So, who should be in this battle? 11 units, guys. What do you think of that? Leone, bro. Let's go. Oh yeah, right. Who did I want to put in, bro? Hey, Sephi Detsu, how are you? Actually, is there anybody's broken stuff? Oh, well.
Welcome. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
That would have been awkward.
Come back soon.
Randolph. The hell? No ballistas or anything? Fuck you, game. Alright, so, let's have Lysithia where all the armored people are, bro. Well, actually, there's not that many concentrations of armored people, so, yeah. Except until you go further down the level. So, the thing to do is, let's see. Guess it's fine the way it is, whatever. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, right. I wanted to give the EXP gem to this guy. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's do it.
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy. We have more soldiers. We'll take them down all at once.
So, the enemy intends to use their overwhelming numbers to defeat us. Let's fight fire with actual fire.
Nice.
Report. The enemy has entered the periphery of Garreg Mach.
If they reach the interior, the enemy will take the monastery. Drive them back immediately.
We should have allied units. This is stupid. Yeah.
No time to slow down. I'm impressed. What's my strategy?
All right.
Always going to plan. I'm stronger than before. I'll do my best.
Oh, wait. You didn't say how to do the fire attack. What the hell?
At the ready.
Yeah.
A fitting outcome. At the ready. We're all desperate, aren't we?
Let's clean up.
I'll cut through.
Yeah.
Guide me well.
Onward. At your service. My orders?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
I'll crush them all. Appreciate it.
Good. Yeah.
More effective.
More effective.
I finally mastered it.
What? That strange battle flag is... But isn't our enemy the Church of Seros?
Yeah.
They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their numbers by joining with those filthy rogues.
GG.
It doesn't matter what flag they fly. They're nothing more than a mob. We'll destroy them all.
BG. Good.
Sorry, but I must.
Gee.
There's more work to be done.
This is working out.
This is working out. Going for the kill. Good.
Feels good to fight for a cause. Watch and learn.
Yeah. Fuck you, Archer.
Missed.
Missed. Good.
Thinning their numbers.
Yeah. Wait, why only one ally? What the hell?
Allied soldiers are making preparations for the planet. Protect them.
What's my strategy? I must lead them well. Let's make this quick.
Ew, ew, ew.
I will not die yet. I'll do my best.
Oh. Good.
You fought well.
Nice.
All for Lady Rhea.
Yeah. Good.
How about a curtsy?
Gotta train harder.
I'm good now.
Ooh, eh, ooh, 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 ooh.
You got yourself killed.
Yeah.
Feels good to fight for a cause.
Nice.
Well done.
Well done. Yeah.
We're all desperate, aren't we? More cards for my sleeve. Thanks for that.
Thanks.
Good idea.
Good idea.
I feel my strength building.
Good.
I'm not dying here. I'm finally grasping this.
Good.
Nice try.
Nice try.
So close. So much for my schemes.
Peachy. Yeah. Dopes down for more reinforcements. Why does he barely move? What the hell? Good.
Thinning their numbers. Strength is all for a mercenary.
Good.
It was meant to be.
Did the trick.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Good.
For Gerald.
Apologies. Peach.
I am sorry.
Huh.
Will regret this.
Yeah.
I've got no time for mercy.
One to remember.
Do-do-do.
I'm growing, but at what cost?
Cheech. Peach. Peach.
Pointless.
The hell is that? A figure for barely moving.
Fighting is what I do.
Fighting's what I do.
should turn the tides.
Ah, thanks.
Good.
Going for the kill. Feels good to fight for a cause.
Received magic bow. Good.
I had to protect my friends.
Peach. Peachy.
I cannot allow myself to fall here.
My rules too important. Nice.
How about a curtsy?
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Gotta get stronger.
Peach. I'm gonna attack for fire weight due to the 27% chance, and she got to attack twice. Peachy. Oh!
All is going to plan. Thanks.
Good.
Thinning their numbers.
Good.
You haven't earned my pity.
Good.
Let's keep our guard up.
No, I mean, she would have attacked me from range anyway.
I won't hold back.
Doo-doo-doo.
I fight for one reason and one alone.
Peachy.
Guess that's all I had to offer.
We're prepared for the fire attack. Now we just need to draw the enemy's attention.
What? What do you mean we
You
need to
can't defeat us with that many soldiers? The Imperial Army is doomed without a capable general.
Quiet! Don't think you'll get away with mocking me. Attack! Make sure they never speak again!
Good.
Now!
A fire attack! The damage is too great. We can't fight anymore. All units retreat! I'll take on our pursuers. Carry away the injured soldiers!
If we let them escape, they'll come back to attack later. We have to take them out.
Good.
Stay down. So help.
Nice. Heal. Good.
I will not die yet.
Yeah.
Be at peace.
Fighting is what I do. Missed.
Good. Damn. She's still.
Going for the kill.
You suck, boy. Yeah, 111. Damn. Nice.
You lost that one.
Good.
I'll never back down.
You.
More effective.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm not dying here.
Interesting.
And there's more to be done.
just return home like this.
Teach, look out! They're after your head!
Peachy.
For my house. For justice. I will
The
not
hell?
be
Now all of a
defeated.
sudden he can move? So what the hell? No unique dialogue? Fuck you.
Mother, please. I'm so...
Interesting.
Good form.
Those Imperial troops are really something. Looks like we'll face a lot of resistance in the future.
Yup. Garreg Mach, boys. Yeah, I did this level, guys. How do you feel about that?
Phew, nice work. We won without much incident, thanks to all of you.
Now the enemy knows we're on the move. What do you plan to do?
I intend to ask the Alliance Lords to share some troops with us to bolster our forces.
I will speak plainly. No matter whom we beseech for reinforcements, our envoys will inevitably pass through Gloucester territory. My father is being cautious not to give the Empire a pretext to intervene. Therefore, he is unlikely to allow even envoys to pass through.
I guess I haven't told you yet, Teach. The kingdom isn't in a position to be sending anyone reinforcements. After losing King Lambert during the tragedy of Dusker, a regent had been handling its politics. But then, there was a bloody coup. The regent and Prince Dimitri both. Apparently the whole family was killed. All bladed territory, including the kingdom capital, is being ruled by those who are cooperating with the Empire. The kingdom is no more. It's now called the Fargus Dukedom. The vast majority of the former kingdom lords bent a knee to the overwhelming power of the Empire and the dukedom, and now fall under their jurisdiction. Some who formerly held power are continuing to resist, but it would be difficult for them to regain it.
Oh, hey, I can think of one person who we can ask for reinforcements.
GG, bro. Now she's all sad, even though she worked with him last time as a male, bro.
Someone whose territory is really close and who's on good terms with Claude. Ah, the hero of Daphne, I presume. I've seen her before, and she does seem to be reliable. You're talking about Judith, right? I bet she would lend us a hand.
That's right, you've met her once before, Teach. She's a fearsome one-woman army. She did a lot for me, even before I was recognized as the heir to House Regan. I don't like the idea of owing her more than I already do, but given the current situation, sacrifices must be made. I'll reach out to her. As for the rest of you, prepare for our next battle. Hey, Teach. How are you feeling? Does anything feel strange at all? Well, you were asleep for 5 whole years after all. It'll probably take time to get you back to top form. Though I'm relieved to see you haven't lost a step as far as combat goes. Your command bringing my schemes to life. That's just how we fight best. Not yet, but there's no need to worry. That woman adores me. Once we've bolstered our forces, it'll finally be time to start taking decisive action. But I wonder, do you really think Rhea is still alive? I think so too. It's hard to imagine the death of someone as important as her staying a secret. I wonder where she is and what she's doing. All I know is that I still have a lot of questions I need to ask her. About the true history of Creststones and Heroes' relics, and the truth behind the legend of Seros and Nemesis. She has secrets. Too many of them for my comfort. Considering the state of the world, it's suspicious. You must be curious about what was done to you and what her plans were for you, right? And you never did learn about your mother, did you? None of our doubts will ever be cleared unless we hear these answers from Rhea herself. In that sense, I absolutely hope Rhea is still alive. But as far as Fodlan goes, I do wonder what a world without Rhea would look like. The majority of people in Fodlan believe in the Seros faith that Rhea preaches. That's why they accept the noble system as if it were the only option, and refuse to associate with those who believe in anything else. That closed-minded philosophy is the reason why Fodlan's throat is locked tight. But if you remove the Archbishop who strictly advocates that doctrine, that worldview is no longer an absolute. There's room for free thought. The leadership of the Church would undoubtedly fall to you, and you would hold the power to change the shape of the faith, of the world. Then, for the first time, people would truly be free to think for themselves, to decide what's right and what's wrong. Honestly, I believe Edelgard is probably hoping to achieve something very similar. But her methods require too much shit. That's not something the world can get behind. Anyway, the best thing we can do is find Rhea and hear what she has to say. Oops. I guess I've been going on for a while now. Sorry about that. You should get some rest.
Part 2. Verdant Wind.
G, Valley of Torment.
Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the Alliance Army requests reinforcements from Judith, head of House Daphno, the governing body in the northwestern regions of Alliance territory.
What? Not enough left for seconds? I'm barely half full!
You eat too much anyways, Raphael. Supplies are running low, so you're just gonna have to deal with it.
You've always been
With it.
headed, Cyril. Now that you've grown up, you're even more that way.
Maybe it's just that the rest of you haven't grown enough. You could work harder at being reliable.
I can't grow if I can't eat.
I have some good news for my hungry friends. We got a reply from Judith. Mr. Leaderman has called a meeting about it. Hurry up, everyone.
We finally received a reply from Judith. The hero of Daphne has agreed to support us with soldiers and supplies.
She's gonna give us food? She really is a hero.
Maybe Raphael will simmer down now.
Now, regarding where we're going to receive the delivery.
As this is a request from none other than the leader of the Alliance, I wish that I could send troops at once. However, openly marshaling soldiers within my territory could provoke other members of the Alliance. Therefore, I will secretly gather troops in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. Will your group be able to receive the soldiers at this location? From there, it should be safe to return to the monastery by following the border between the Alliance and the Kingdom.
Aelel is on the border between Daphnel territory and the Kingdom. It'll make sense when we get there, but it's a peculiar region.
I recall there being a scary legend about it.
In any case, if we use that valley, we shouldn't have to worry about being noticed by other Alliance lords.
Hail, the Valley of Torment.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Thank you.
Alright guys, it's time to watch some support conversations. Yeah!
Oh, do you have an itch back there? I guess you can't scratch it on your own, can you?
Hi, Marianne.
Oh, Claude!
Bad music, guys.
Sorry, I know you're in the middle of an important discussion with Dorte, but could I talk to you?
About what?
It's about this thing you think you're burdened with. I've tried to guess what it is.
Please don't. This is making me a little uncomfortable.
There's no reason to feel uncomfortable. It's not like I plan on saying it aloud. But if my guess is correct, there's something I want to tell you. Will you hear me out?
Fine, I will listen.
Once upon a time, in a faraway place.
What the... Are you telling me a story?
Just listen. Once upon a time, in a faraway place, there was a young boy. This boy came from a despised lineage. In short, his mother was a daughter of the enemy. So the young boy was treated horribly by everyone around him. He hadn't done anything wrong. Everyone hated him simply for existing. Yelling, fighting back, explaining himself. Nothing he did could change his situation. When he was finally old enough, he ran far away from home. He escaped.
It sounds to me like he had no choice. I would have done the same had it been me.
Thing is, after he ran away, he still found himself in the very same position. People in the outside world hated him for where he came from.
Well, now that's...
The boy thought he had no place to go. All he could do was destroy the boundary between the inside and the outside worlds.
Destroy the boundaries?
Right. If there was no outside and inside, just one side to share, then the people outside wouldn't have a reason to hate him anymore, right? It wouldn't be easy, but if he managed it, he could shrug off that burden. The point is, people are born with burdens to carry. That much is undeniable. But whether they bind us or we cast them aside, that's up to us. So I think you should try to cast yours aside, Marianne. Put that heavy burden down. It's time.
But I don't know if I can do it.
It's okay. I'm here for you. We're the same, and I can help you.
The same? Claude, we have nothing in common.
Hey, did you see that, Dorte? Your friend just smiled at me.
Thank you for sharing your story. I suppose I could try casting aside burden, as you say. We can try together.
Let's do that. And when we're free, we can change the whole world.
Well, we've got another battle coming up. What do you think of our chances?
Winning is always the goal. At any rate, I've done everything I can to prepare.
That's the right attitude. I'm sure they're doing all they can on their side, too.
I don't doubt it, but however strong they are, it's no more than a Fodlan concern. Who knows how far this world extends beyond the boundaries of Fodlan? Talk of strength or weakness doesn't amount to much when it's only in relation to a tiny corner of the world.
Guess you're right. Thinking about it like that, even this war seems like a storm in a teacup.
Exactly. It's nothing more than an internal quarrel amongst the people of Fodlan.
Typical laid-back Claude. I always like talking to you. Your perspective on the world is so refreshing. Things I thought were obvious turn out not to be.
The way you think, that changes the way you see things. Common sense never tells the whole story. It's similar to what we were talking about before, about how you need to doubt yourself first.
True enough, but where did you get these ideas? That perspective of looking past the walls of Fodlan, when it's all we can see in front of us.
Do you really want to know?
I do.
But I'm afraid now isn't the time. When this war is won, I'll tell you all about it. It'll be easier for me to show you than to tell you.
Show me. Are we going somewhere?
It's quite a distance. You'll start to appreciate how big the world is if you go.
Sounds eye-opening. I'll look forward to it. Can we call it a promise?
Yes, it's a promise. But first, let's win this war and leave it far behind us. Impressive as ever. It's always satisfying to see such skill in motion.
It's nothing to boast about. Just part of the job.
Sure, but I hear there wasn't a knight out there who could match your skill at reconnaissance and infiltration missions.
Don't forget assassination and coercion. Is there someone you need killed?
Ooh, so violent. Why would you jump to that conclusion?
You went out of your way to find me. I thought you might need a favor.
Sorry to disappoint, but I didn't come to request an assassination. I just want to talk.
With me?
Of course. You've piqued my interest for a while now. A little birdie told me you were born in Dagda. Is that true? That's pretty far away, beyond even Bridget to the west. So, what brought you to Fodlan?
I worked as a mercenary in Dagda. That is until I was defeated in battle against the Empire and left for dead.
I see. I'm surprised they didn't take you as their prisoner.
I know how to conceal myself.
Yeah, of course you do. Still, with your particular skill set, couldn't you make your way back to Dagda whenever you please?
That is true. I could return if I really wanted, but my interests have changed. For now, this is where I belong.
Where you belong, huh? That's heavy stuff. I wonder if this is where I really belong.
I wouldn't know. You need to figure that out yourself.
How are you, Catherine? You look well enough.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Never better.
That is good. I cannot help but be concerned, given your tendency toward incautious behavior. While boldness can be a virtue, I do hope you will bear in mind that recklessness is not. A moment's negligence can lead to a mortal wound for even the most skilled fighter.
You worry too much. If they saw me in action, the wounds themselves would cower.
That is precisely the attitude that worries me, especially given your history. You have been gravely injured before, as you no doubt recall.
Me? Gravely injured? When did that happen?
You mean you have forgotten? It was during your days as a student at the Officers' Academy. There was an excursion, a monster hunt. You charged ahead and left your fellow students behind. You ended up alone and surrounded. You almost died. Do you truly not remember?
Are you sure? All I remember is cutting down monsters left and right.
That is true enough, but you nearly bled to death in the aftermath. The Archbishop was so concerned for your life that she tended your wounds personally.
Oh, that was when that happened. Finally! It all fits together. Lady Rhea looking after me. Now that I remember clearly. That was the first time she ever spoke to me. I was lying on the ground, caked in mud, and she gently picked me up, even stroked my hair. The emotions were so overpowering that they must have just cleared away my memory of the whole incident. So it was during the monster hunt. Thanks, Sedith. That's been bothering me for ages.
That is not quite why I brought it up.
Come to think of it, Lady Rhea hasn't healed me since then. We've got to find Lady Rhea, and then maybe someday she'll honor me like that again.
E.G.
You're following me. Stop.
I am leaving you alone, just as you asked. I may be walking the same way as you, but...
What do you want?
You've made it abundantly clear I'm not to want anything from you, including politeness.
I heard a rumor that you're planning to settle down with a noble. I abandoned my family, so you'll have to look elsewhere. Not much to gain from marrying me.
I just find you interesting is all. Is that so odd?
Interesting? I'm not interesting. What do you mean?
I've never met a noble so... unsociable. Yes, that's the word, unsociable. Other nobles are quick to be friends, even if it's just because they might gain something from it.
The Empire's nobility, maybe. The Kingdom's nobility is a whole different animal.
If they are, so what? You should care how others think of you.
Why? I don't answer to them. All that matters is improving my skill. I'll prove my worth on the battlefield. Those people care so much about appearances they can't even see each other. It makes me sick.
Oh, I agree. What's important isn't how someone looks, it's their true nature. I don't pretend to know your true nature. I don't even have a very good understanding of my own. But I suppose you see mine just fine, don't you? Just a silly girl with no thoughts in her head except for marrying a noble. Yes? Goodbye, Felix.
Bye, Felix. Alright guys, I'm stopping this stream for now. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, because it's gonna be going for a little bit, man. Yeah. What the? Okay, bye guys. Awesome games!